Hi y'all. Today I want to talk about wounds. More specifically, plasma for wound healing. The electric discharge plasma. Many people call it in the literature cold atmospheric plasma or CAP. You know, when we say wounds, that is a very broad term. Like you got a paper cut and you're bleeding at the rate of a drop an hour. Well, that's a wound. And a shark bit off your leg. Well, that's also a wound. I kind of want to focus on chronic wounds like diabetic ulcers, venous ulcers, pressure sores, post-surgical infections, burn wounds, especially radiation burn wounds. Those are all very difficult to heal. They take a long time, if not forever. Can you just imagine it? Having a sore, an unhealing wound on your foot for years? You know, in many of those wounds, the problem is diminished blood flow to the wound, formation of biofilms, these swarms of bacteria living and festering in there. It's very difficult to attack with systemic antibiotics. Local antibiotic applications are tricky, especially in the presence of multi-drug resistant organisms. Well, one of the new possible solutions that are being investigated is these CAPs, cold atmospheric plasmas. And very awesomely, plasma disrupts the biofilm. So it kind of ruptures around the cap covering the biofilm, gets in there and kills all of these organisms regardless of what their origin. And funny, doesn't really affect living tissue in a bad way. The dose to kill bacteria is much, much, much less than the dose required to harm human cells, which is pretty cool. Another thing, possibly it's from high electric fields or diffusion, penetration of these plasma-generated species into the tissue. But we observe increased blood flow. So you improve wound healing in all of these difficult to heal and prolonged types of wounds, which is really, really awesome. You know, we can help our aging population. We can help people with massive burns. That's fantastic. This research has been going on for a couple of decades already, starting with, multiple lab studies all over Europe, Asia, of course, in the United States. And it's already in clinical trials, again, all over the world with very, very positive results. So if you or someone you know is suffering from something like this, I highly suggest a thorough Google search, especially scholar.google.com, where you can find scientific papers on the topic, and suggest them to your doctor. So there are very many interesting new solutions coming to a friendly doctor near you. And if you have questions about medical applications of plasmas, please post them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer more specific questions and even make another video answering a targeted question. I'm always asking for interesting and challenging questions, and I hope to discuss them with you on this channel. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.